Hello everybody and welcome to the latest episode of My Life with Asperger's. My name is Mike Tomorrow, and in this episode we're going to talk about the senses and how people on the spectrum deal with the senses. Pretty much we deal with the senses. Like we have like a sixth sense and all that. And we're not talking about the senses that people take in every 10 years for the government. We're not talking about that one. I know the two words sound the same, but we're not doing that one. We're doing the senses on how you function every day. Now, pretty much there are 5 senses. These are the traditional senses. You have sight, you have hearing, you have taste, you have smell, and you have touch. Sight or vision is the capability of the eyes to focus and detect images of visible light on photoreceptors in the retina of each eye that generates electrical nerve impulses of varying colors, hues, and brightness. There are 2 types of photoreceptors, rods and cones. Rods are very sensitive to light, but do not distinguish color. Cones distinguish color, but are less sensitive to dim light. Well, pretty much, the sight is like a photographic memory, okay? Aspies are excellent in remembering things, especially if they can see it as a picture. If they go to a place and they know about it, they have a good memory of that location, or if they look on a map they can look it up very good. You know, so Aspies are very good with sight and remembering things with sight. You know, I remember things easily with pictures. I remember things easily if I go to places, whether I've been there before or not. I can remember things if I see them. You see these? I can see them. You normally see me wearing glasses? Well, not in my home. I don't wear glasses when I'm in home. I can see everything okay. It's when I'm away from home that I wear the glasses. So. Now, hearing, or I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say it again. Hearing is the sense of sound perception. Hearing is all about vibration. Now, you see these? These are ears. We can hear. If you can hear me right now, you can hear. You can hear. Yes, you can hear me. Because hearing is a good sense to have too. Now with hearing, it's good to remember voices. Like I can tell a voice, a familiar voice. If I'm watching TV, I can tell a voice. Like for example, if a Disney comes out with a new movie and it comes with a voice that I recognize, then I can put the picture of the character with the voice of another character. You know what I mean? Like for example, you have Toy Story. You have John Ratzenberger, who plays the Ham Piggy Bank. Now he also played the flea on Bug's Life. He also played the truck, the Mack truck on Cars and Cars 2. So if you can hear the voice, you can put it to like other voices that he does. You know what I mean? You can recognize that. Now voices, if you hear them, are a timeless, priceless thing, because when you die, voice is gone forever in this world, so you're not going to be able to hear their voices anymore unless you have a recording of it. You know what I mean? So, like for example, Elvis Presley, you will not hear his voice today unless you listen to one of his songs, unless you have one of his interviews recorded. You know? Or, for example, President Ronald Reagan. You will not hear his voice today unless you have a recording of his voice. You know what I mean? Unless you have a recording of a voice, you're not going to listen to a dead person. So, just remember that. But yeah, when my grandmother passed away, I was trying to save her voice if I can, so I can remember it. But since I upgraded on technology, I was not able to keep her voice, so I feel sorry. But, you know, those things I wish I had. But you're not going to be able to save it, or you're not going to be able to have it unless you save it, you know? Now, the next sense is taste. Taste is one of the traditional 5 senses. It refers to the capability of detecting the taste of substances such as food, certain minerals, and poisons. The sense of taste is often confused with the sense of flavor, which is a combination of taste and smell perception. Flavor depends on odor, texture, and temperature, as well as on taste. Humans receive taste through sensory organs called taste buds, concentrated on the upper surfaces of the tongue. The sensation of taste can be categorized by 5 primary taste qualities: sweetness, bitterness, sourness, saltiness, and umami. I don't know what that means. Which means meaty or savory in Japanese. Other tastes such as calcium and free fatty acids may be other basic tastes, but have yet to receive widespread acceptance. The recognition and awareness of umami is a relatively recent development in Western cuisine. MSG produces a strong umami taste, so much so that it is said to taste soapy by itself. Alright, taste. You taste the pizza. What do you expect when you taste the pizza? You expect it to be hot. You expect to taste the crust, though people do not eat the crust and ended up wasting the crust. But I mean, in my terms, I do eat the crust. So you have to expect the crust and the sauce and the cheese. You're supposed to taste that hot, not cold. Now, taste. And another thing with it is ice cream. It's like you can taste ice cream. You expect to taste it as cold, frozen ice cream. You know, you're supposed to feel the texture of the cream when you taste it. So, you're supposed to feel the texture of it being soft. Excuse me, my voice, I don't know what's going on today. But anyways, now I'm going to hurry up and get these 2 done, and then I'm going to talk about some of the other senses that are in this world. Smell. Now, smell comes through your nose. You smell something. You're supposed to smell the food. Now, smell is the other chemical sense. Unlike taste, There are hundreds of receptors, each binding to a particular molecule feature. Odor molecules possesses a variety of features and thus excite specific receptors more or less strongly. This combination of excitatory signals from different receptors make up what we perceive as the molecule smell. So we have pretty much the smell comes from the nose, just like the taste comes from the mouth. Now touch is a perception resulting from activation of neutral receptors, generally in the skin, including hair, but also in the tongue, throat, and mucosa. Alright, touch. If you feel something, it feels like it touch. You know? Now, most likely, touch our fingernails, touch our skin, touch the hair on the skin. You know, touch the bug bites. You know, touch the mouse, touch the laptop, touch the video camera. You know. But anyways, alrighty. You know, those are the basic senses. I thought I'm gonna have time to do the other senses, or perceive what other senses there might be, but I'm going to talk about those in the next video, okay? So, I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye for now.